Well, welcome you guys to Success Sunday. For those who I'm just getting the opportunity to meet, my name is Sean T. Hill. I am blessed to be a 5-star executive director with this amazing company, Make Wealth Real. How's everybody doing?
Fantastic.
Awesome. You guys look great. I bet you smell even better. I look forward to training you this evening. I mean, this is a great day to train. One of the things that people celebrate incorrectly, in my opinion, is Resurrection Day. Today is a celebration day here. This is the day where we celebrate, but this is also the day we get an opportunity to reinforce, to lock in, show appreciation.
Yes.
And the best way to show your appreciation for the gift, even those who don't believe that it was a gift, is to be your best self. I don't tell people what to believe, but for Christians like me, today is a celebration day.
Yes.
Today is a very exciting day because of the things that I believe. I'm super excited, but more importantly, I am convicted to actually not squander the gift.
Yes.
Is this making sense?
Yes, it is.
And so one of the things that you guys are doing this evening, I commend you, where most people would take today as an excuse to take the day off, to do nothing. Most people just sitting at home getting over the people and they've been doing all day. And they refuse to do a little extra people and for their future. You guys are now making an investment into your future. So give it up for yourselves.
Me.
Okay, so now I want to teach you guys the first lesson in success. You got to give it up for yourself better than that. You don't like yourself no better than that?
Yes, I do.
Give it up for yourself. That would have been
Yes,
it was for me. This is for you. Give
Yes.
it up for yourself.
Yes.
See, put this in your notes. If I don't celebrate the small things, there will be no big things.
Yes.
If I don't celebrate the little victories, there will be no large victories.
Yep.
When people say, my pastor said something that made me laugh so hard, but it's true, because people say some stupid stuff. And so people say, I may have lost these little victories, but I'm going to win the war. What war have you ever seen where you lost all the victories in between? You got to win these victories.
Yep.
Right.
So that overall, the war is won. Does this make sense?
Yes.
And so you celebrate these things. Because guess what? Most of us don't hesitate to beat ourselves up for the little things.
Yes.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
And so we beat ourselves up for the little things, but we won't celebrate. We don't even celebrate the big things most of the time. Last time most people have actually celebrated was high school graduation, not even college. College, they only had like 3 tickets. Could only invite 3 people. So it was a major celebration. People ain't flying to town for that one. High school, we was able to steal a bunch of tickets, right? But here's the thing. What if you celebrated everything the way that you celebrate anything?
Right.
Think it'd be easier to keep an attitude of gratitude?
Yes.
Attitude of gratitude is very, very attractive to success. And so, guys, I wanted to give you that for your mindset, get you started, because, guys, most of this training is mindset.
Yes.
And see, I want you to write that word down, but don't write it down as one word. Write it as 2 words. Mind set, like TV set.
Yes.
Because that's exactly how you got to program your mind. Your TV just sitting there, thousands of frequencies are entering it right now, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you have to take your remote control out and put in a number so they know exactly what frequency you want to see, right? Your mind works the exact same way. Some of y'all don't believe me. Somebody say, prove it.
Prove it.
You guys remember that you didn't see your car, the color of your car, until you got your car, and then you started seeing your car everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mind set. Once you realized it was a thing, you were able to tap into that thing on a consistent basis. That's why when I do the overviews, I share with you what we've already accomplished and what, along with what we're about to do. So you're not confused. You can set your mind to that. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Or you can choose not to. It's amazing to me. My pastor said something, and he proved it in like 8,000 scriptures today, because we're a word church, right? But he said, hearing is a miracle. And he said, I'll prove it to you. How many times have I said the same things to y'all over and over and over and over again, and you still messing up on that same thing. So you fought. He was like, y'all falling asleep. That doesn't bother me anymore because I understand now that hearing is a miracle. I'm gonna teach y'all the same training over and over and over again, and until you decide to hear it.
Yes.
And being here is hearing and hearing, so you got to hear it and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom comes from doing. It doesn't come from just hearing. You might get enough understanding, but the wisdom comes from the actual activity of doing the thing that you learned about.
Right.
And until these things come to pass for you, it's just going to be another training. But for those of you that embrace this information is what I'm doing, my marching orders, and you do it as is, you'll get the money that everybody else was talking about. So if you guys are ready, say I'm ready.
I'm
ready.
ready.
I am going to teach 6 things this evening, maybe even 7 if I get excited. But depending on how long it takes, it might just be 3 things. I'm not going to keep you all night because, you know y'all boiled eggs today. You gotta whatever goes along with that. So we're having fun. I want to make sure that we get you to a space, moving something around on some slides real quick. Bear with me. But I want to get you to a space today where you feel equipped, you feel empowered, but most importantly, you feel ready to go do what we're talking about. I want you guys to commit to doing the things that we're talking about. Because unless you do the things that we're talking about, you can't get the money that we're talking about.
Right.
And we're going to talk about some money tonight, but we're only going to talk about the money we want you to come get. Is that okay?
That's great.
Yeah.
That's right.
And so, guys, there's steps. There's a system. Put this in your notes. Write it straight down. SYSTEM. It's an acronym. It stands for Save Yourself Stress, Time, Energy, and Money. So if you find yourself stressing, you're probably not doing the system. Does this make sense?
Yes.
If you find yourself where you feel like you're wasting a lot of time, but you're not seeing any fruit for the time past, probably not doing the system.
Mm-hmm.
If you find yourself expending a whole lot of energy, you're definitely not doing the system, because this should feed you energy. It should not drain your energy. This is fun. This is the funnest money I've ever made in my life. If you're not making any money, you're absolutely not doing the system, because our whole business is the money business. Y'all realize every part of our business plan is about money, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could change the word income. I talked about passive money, savings money, and residual money. Yes?
Yes.
And so everything we're doing is about money and you're not seeing any, you absolutely not doing the system. But it's not people. It's not MWR. Who is it?
You.
Me.
Me. It's you.
Or me.
Everybody say me.
Me.
And so once you embrace that if it is to be, it is up to
Me.
It's a very simple business. Because now you can fix it. Because you can't fix people, can you?
No.
No.
And you can't really fix MWR, can you?
No.
No.
I kind of care, but you really can't. I do a pretty decent job, Rhonda. I do, but you really can't. Ultimately, they have to make the decisions. We're just blessed that they make great decisions. Make them even greater, which is amazing. But you can change you. But most people don't want to change.
Right.
Yeah.
Because change takes growth.
Yes.
Right.
Growing has pains. That's why we call it growing. And most people would avoid that pain of growth while embracing the pain of mediocrity, the pain of staying. See, you don't make change until the pain of change is less than the pain of staying the same. In other words, you got to get to a point where you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know I'm not telling you guys things that you don't know, but I want to put them in order for you before I start teaching you techniques that you're not going to do unless you decide to change.
Right.
Guys, whatever money you're making in this business right now is the exact amount of money somebody like you can make.
Mm.
I said it like that so you don't like me for a second, but when you really embrace what I'm saying, am I saying anything wrong?
No.
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 Somebody like me could only make $250,000 over the last 4.5 years, while somebody else made $1 million. Somebody else made $500,000. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Over the next 5 years or the next 4.5 years, somebody's going to make $5 million. We got too many things accelerating the plan. And if I don't change, this is why some of y'all know I took a course a couple of weeks back. Why? Because he made 10 figures. I've only made 6. I want to now I might have made 7, but that's accumulated over 29 years. I mean, the last 4.5 years in this business, I only made 6. And I remember he went on a 3-4 year run where he made 10. And so I wanted to know what I know he did it back in the day. I wanted to know what he was still talking about in 2025, meaning if he was in this company, what would he do? And so I took his course so I could ask him some questions just like that. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
And I paid money for that course. Why? Because the me that makes $250,000 over the last 4.5 years can only make $250,000 over the next 4.5 years.
Right.
But because I want to make at least $1 million, maybe 5, I got to start consulting with people that have done that.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this making sense?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And what also helps is their background. You know, y'all will get that when you guys come see me. I'll teach you how to inspect your influences. It's just one of those things that you must do because I don't have everybody speaking into my life and training me. I just don't. Because you know they can smile and train you to hell too.
Yeah.
Just saying. Y'all want? Is it okay if I'm honest this evening?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we still cool? Y'all like
Yeah.
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 Okay, so let's talk about it. Y'all ready? Say I'm ready.
Ready.
I'm ready.
Awesome. For those who have not signed up, sign up. Sign up. Why am I saying this? Because so many people come to training and they think they're gonna start actually building it without building it. Guys, people like to join people that already joined something. I don't care how you sign up, whether you're doing the $29.95 to get our business funding, or whether you're doing the $249 to get started as a business owner using the membership, or if you're doing the $149 to start with the membership. Doesn't matter to me how you get started. Just get started. Sign up. Put some skin in the game. Sweat equity.
Yes.
You get out what you put in. You get out more than what you put in. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yes. You got to put in. Now, here's the thing. You got to understand the money. You got to understand the money. You got to understand the money. First thing I want you to do is recoup your startup. Cover your membership fee. Why? Because business that pays for itself stays in business. And so to get you off to a fast start, you need 3 and 1. Everybody say 3 and 1.
3 and 1.
Throw them up real quick. The comp plan says, the revenue sharing plan says 3 and 2, but you can be one of those. So you just need 3 people to be your business partner, 1 person to be your customer, or what we call a lifestyle and leadership coach, or lifestyle and legacy coach, a LLC. I don't use LLC too often. I just hadn't changed the slide because it's confusing now that we're making fundable LLCs, and I don't want to confuse people. But I'll change that slide soon enough. But you got it, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so your business partner sponsor bonus, every time you sponsor a business partner, it's $50. So 3 of those is $150. Every time you get a customer, it's $50. That's another $50. You do that in 30 days or less. I did it in a day. They give you 30. It's $150. That's $350 in immediate income. And now you're making $5 a day. That's $150 a month in daily guaranteed residual income. Everybody clear on it?
Yes.
Yes.
Not only did you make 350, now you definitely, your business will make no less than 150 a month as long as you always have 3-in-1. How do you do that? Well, you want to host what's called the private business reception. Now, there's a private business reception document in our group, and we have a private group on Facebook. It's private because it's private. It's really only for my team, but I might let a person or two in just so they can duplicate it on a page of their own for the teams that I invite. I like to have a liaison. Whoever's really good with Facebook groups, come in and grab what they need and take it to their group. But I don't want to add your group because your uplines tend to have a problem with that. When they find out about y'all, I mean, yeah, they think I'm trying to steal their people or some mess like that. And I mean, guys, is it okay if I just avoid mess?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
God can't bless no mess. But now, when you host a private business reception, this is where the initial money is. You make a list of 60 guys. And I'll show you in a second how it works. You make a list of 60 and you invite them to your home or to wherever you want to have your private business reception. The key to it is they're in your face. Let me tell you guys a secret. Zoom culture is all but over. The amount of people that are joining through Zoom has diminished crazily. I mean, why? Because we all outside raw facing each other again. Most of y'all can't even find a mask no more. Have a mask everywhere you went. Had 3 falling out your pocket when you was getting one. Now everybody's outside just, breathing in each other's face again, right? So since that's the case and we all back outside, And so you have to change how you do business. How business and network marketing, home-based business, multi-level marketing, doesn't matter what you call it. It's created more multimillionaires than any other industry on the planet, and especially in the United States. And so here's the thing. It's been done in the dens and the living rooms around the country all of our lives successfully. That has not changed. It took a break because we couldn't go outside. And so Zoom culture was able to take off. Live online culture was able to take off. But more and more people want personal contact. Why? Because we're so inundated on our social media. And so we would like to know that we know somebody actually doing the thing.
Right.
And so you can go into a den or a living room. You can go into a small conference room. When you can go into the guest room at a restaurant. If you can go into a greeting room or a meeting room in a library, wherever you can go to be around some people doing a thing, you're more likely to join people. Put this in your notes. People don't join companies anymore. They join people. But guys, that's always been the case. People join people with vision. People join people with vision. Guys, do you understand? Here's what I want you to understand. If they could just put an ad on the internet and get their numbers, would they pay us?
Nope.
So they're paying us because they understand us taking it to the people is more effective than them running an ad on YouTube or an ad on Facebook or a commercial on TV. So they take that advertising money and they pay us. That's how network marketing. Is this making sense?
Yes, it is.
So it's our responsibility to take their advertising budget and put it in our accounts.
Yeah.
Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
And so don't feel like I'm putting them out of business with my little $250,000. No. They already had that set to the side for advertising anyway. They just made it the revenue sharing plan budget. Is this making sense to everybody?
Yes.
And so, guys, don't be afraid to take their money with private business reception. Now, we'll teach you what to do beforehand, during, and after. You got to commit to doing them first. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
And so the goal is invite as many people as you possibly can that you would trust in your home. Or if it's outside of your home, like a clubhouse or anything of that nature, invite as many people as you can. So you got 30 confirmed. Everybody say 30.
30.
30.
You want 30 confirmed. Somebody asked me why.
Wow.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna approach it from a different angle. Stop with the 1 and 2 people at the party. Guys, if you had a baby shower and it was only 2 people there and I showed up, I'm like, oh, they didn't want her to have this baby. If you had a wedding party and I show up and there's only 2 or 3 people, oh, they didn't want them to get married. Nobody likes this. And so what does it look like when you're having a business reception?
Right.
And you only got 2 people there. Now, here's the thing. If you had 30 people confirm and 2 people showed up, that's okay. Stuff like that has happened. You just found out you got some broke friends that didn't know how to tell you no. You're such a sweetie. But it is, especially in the South. People do not know how to say no in the South anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't know how to say it. Now, up north, they were like, nah, I'm not coming to that.
Quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, thank you so much.
They'll
And
tell you quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right, because yes and no is never a problem. It's those maybes that'll kill you.
Yeah.
And it's those maybes disguised as, I'll see what I can do.
Oh.
Put this notes. I'm going to cover it in a minute, but just in case I don't get to it, because I'm not going to keep y'all on tonight, it's either yes or not yes. I don't look for no's. I look for yes. So you are either saying yes or you are saying not yes. And not yes is its own category. If you say yes, I'll move you to the next step. If you say not yes, I'll come back to you. And I will come back. Is this making sense so far?
Yes.
Looking like we're only going to get through 2 of the 6. And I'm excited about that. Because I get y'all doing these 2. We're going to be on fire. I might get to 3 of the 6. I'm going to breeze through the other 3 because y'all nosy and y'all not going to leave unless I tell y'all what they are. But now here's the thing. Not only do you want to do that, everybody that signs up gets an email with the expense to income quick start guide. Upload all of your stuff to the experts. What stuff did I say upload?
All
your stuff.
Well, son, I don't have a job. I can't upload the tax stuff. Yes, you can. Go back there and see what applies to you and do it tax-wise. Well, I already got a 700 credit score. Well, do you want an 850? Upload your stuff.
Right.
Well, I only got a little bit of debt. Well, how long do you want that? Is it to show you how to get out of it? Input your stuff. I don't have a lot of bills, but if you got a choice between paying more for a bill or less for that same bill, which one should you choose?
Yes.
Upload your stuff. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
And schedule your consultation. Let them take that snapshot of your finances so they can give you the best strategies on what to use in your legacy. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Let them guide you through the entire process. Use the whole membership. Have I drummed that in?
Yes.
Now you do that so that you can get your testimony. You need to be able to get on every Zoom that we have. And when we ask, does anybody have a testimony? You should be able to share everything that the experts have done for you. Now, for those of you that like to talk less, take a screenshot of this. Because here's what I really want you to get. I want you see where it says they put a certain dollar amount back in my pocket? I need you to calculate that number so you can keep yourself excited. How much money is in your account every month? Whether it's passive, savings, or residual, total that up so you can give people that amount. If you call me up and say, hey, man, I partner with a company that provides you a team of experts who turn your expenses back into income for you. They put $8,000 back in my pocket every month with no risk because they guarantee it. Now, you might be talking about your savings. You might be talking about the interest that they took off your debt. Whatever it is, total that up. You think I might be excited enough to take a look at what's happening for you?
Yeah.
See, guys, it's your here's the. I hope y'all got your screenshot. Here's what costs people money. They want to tell people about the technical aspects of the business.
Yeah.
But guys, facts tell, but stories sell.
Mm-hmm.
When your parents put you to bed, they didn't tell you bedtime facts. You'd have never went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
They had to tell you a story that you could sink into and more, a lot of times dream into it. Yes?
Yes.
And so when you tell people that, hey man, I was at a point where I didn't know what I was gonna do. And then my good friend Rhonda, my church buddy Rhonda, gave me a call, introduced me to MWR, introduced me to a team of financial experts, and they put an extra $5,000 a month back in my pocket. And now, as a result of that, I've been able to blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, introduce me to Rhonda.
Mm-hmm.
Or introduce me to these experts, but you're going to introduce me to somebody. You're going to be telling me about this and not showing me what you did.
Right.
How many of you guys are looking for me to take a look at your business?
Mm-hmm.
True story. Richard and Chuck Harden gave me some videos at Richard Harden's son's birthday party, November of 2019. To this day, I have no idea what was on those videos. They gave me a call on June the 8th. Richard said that he got 1272. A team of experts got him 1272 back in his check. 50,000 was shifted from credit card debt, and he had an account that he was getting 14% a month on. Talking about the private reserve account. And all I heard was, "Wait, you said you had experts that helped you do that?" Yep. I said, "Great, I'm in." And then Chuck got on. I said, "How we can get paid doing this?" He said, "Yep." I said, "How?" Chuck got on and said, "Look, man, 12 business partners at the time, now it's 12 business partners or customers, get you $600 residual." I said, "You lying." I said, "I'm not." I said, "I'm in." It was a 5-minute conversation. I still have not watched those videos. Because facts tell.
Stories sell.
Yeah.
Because he shared with me what he was earning at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little bit more than $600 a month. But 12 for $600 a month, $50 a rep, now $50 a customer or a rep, which is why I don't care if people get started with the 150 or the 250 or the.
That's right.
Everybody need that.
Mm-hmm.
Is this helpful?
Yes.
Yes.
I just want to give you the mindset behind the money, because the money is easy to get. All we doing is getting our testimony and sharing it. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was step one. Step two is you got to identify your prospect list. Guys, we in the money business, but the other business we're in we're in the people business. People. So if you don't love people, you need to get this book called How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Mm-hmm.
You need to learn how to get this other book called the Bible. Learn how to love people again.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get around some people that know how to love on people. You need to get some therapy so you can love people. I'm not being funny. You want to make money in this business, you got to have an appreciation for people. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
And not just the people that join your team.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not joining your team if you don't have an appreciation for people.
Right.
Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you got to identify your prospect list, and then you got to add to it daily. It's the lifeblood of your business. And so here's this. How many of you guys have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Excellent. Open your cell phone, even if you're on it right now. Open the contacts list and tell me how, and type in the chat how many contacts you got in that list. Look at the chat. See what y'all put in the chat. Tanisha got 821. If you don't know how to find the number of contacts on your phone, get another phone just like it and throw them both in the trash. No, ask somebody. Put in the chat what kind of phone you got. And, 156, 241.
Where do you find that? I never had to look for that before.
Okay, what kind of phone you got?
This is iPhone 13.
All right, so on an iPhone, because I got an iPhone and a Samsung. So if I remember correctly, all you gotta do is go to contacts.
Yeah.
And you're in contacts, and then when you're in contacts, you go to you see where it says lists in the top left corner.
Oh, list.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I'll show you. Yep.
All right.
So in my iPhone, I have 532. So I put 532 in the chat because I don't tell you what to do. I show you what I'm doing. That makes sense.
Yeah. Oops.
And then in my Samsung, because I have both, because I enjoy both, gotta go to the dash. In my Samsung, I have 1,617.
Y'all got a lot of folks.
Well, I mean, you know, they travel with you from phone to phone over
Mm-hmm.
the cell phone. And I make sure that they travel with me because I've been a networker for 29 years. I ain't get mad at everybody and cut them off and just cut off my business. Guys, put this in your notes. I don't get rid of people. I just elevate. I do like the eagle. I fly higher.
Mm-hmm.
And they fall off. I don't get rid of them. I don't have to.
Yeah.
I used to think I was positive until I got around a bunch of positive people in network marketing. What I found out was I was just the most positive of my negative friends.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all are not as positive as you think you are.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should talk to Patricia for 5 minutes. Patricia mean. I'm gonna get Patricia.
Mercy.
She about the sweetest, meanest person. She on that sweet meanie list.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
It is. She is sweetheart, but she ain't playing. She ain't playing now. And so I'm working on the part of her that don't play because we gotta play. We gotta meet people where they are and bring them up. That's what sponsor means. You take people from darkness to light. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yeah. You got to be a guide. And so, guys, off that list, I want you to list your top 30 prospects. Who are the most money motivated people in your phone? Write those 10 down first. Then, who's positive but unhappy with their current lifestyle? Write those 10 down second. And then who would kill it if they saw it, but they would kill you if you didn't tell them about it? Because y'all talk all the time. Write those 10 down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. Some of y'all are thinking, well, I already called them. It's 5 conversations for these folks. You just got to decide which of the 5 you're in. First conversation is, I found it. Let them know I found something huge. Sometimes we make this call before we even got started. It's like we just saw our first presentation. Hey, I'm gonna call some folks and get them on this second presentation. Hey, I found it. I don't know all the words. You need to come see this thing with me. See excitement. Guys, you set yourself on fire, people will come to watch you burn.
Yeah.
Some of y'all too cool and laid back to make money in my beautiful business. Like if you're in a movie theater and somebody came in and said, hey guys, don't want to disturb your movie, but seems to be some smoke in the kitchen. We don't get out. Maybe about the next 10 seconds, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna be like, man, if you don't get up out of here, somebody else run in and say, fire! We all out of it. That's why it's against the law to yell fire in a movie theater unless there's a fire, because they know if somebody yell it, we out of there. Last thing we're gonna be is crispy in a movie theater.
That's dog.
And we'll find out on the outside it was a false alarm, but where are we gonna find out at?
Outside.
Outside. Get excited enough, people will jump in this business with you before they really even understand what it is. How do I know? Because we all jumped in before we really understood what it was.
Right.
Finding out what it is. I'm 5 years in, almost 5 years in. I'm still finding out what it is. Is this making sense?
Yes.
How many guys don't mind getting paid while you figure it out?
I don't.
I don't mind.
And so you guys set yourself on fire. And so you make that list of the top 30. If you go to the training section of your MWR Business Center, you can download and print the first round draft choice PDF for business. Now, the reason why we call this the PDF for business is there used to be another PDF, but then we gave them a call and we pointed out that these categories for the 5-star general had nothing to do with building a team.
Mm.
And so Richard Harden did a training. My sponsor, Richard Harden, did a training in November, and he went over these categories, but they didn't change it. So I gave them a call and said, hey, before we go forward, we would love to use this document, but it had nothing to, I'll show you the other document, but this document had nothing to do with building a team.
Right.
And so when you looking for who you want to partner with, who has work ethic? Because see, everywhere you go, there you are. And so if they have work ethic in what you currently know them to do, ethic in this, if they see it. Who's hungry? Now, hungry doesn't mean, see, a lot of people get hunger confused. Hungry ain't that dude that's sitting on the couch not doing anything. Hungry is the people that were making a certain amount of money, and for whatever reason, circumstance changed, and they want that level back. Guys, you can't have a taste for steak if you never tasted steak.
Right.
Right.
Does this make sense?
It does.
Yep.
And so, hungry. You're looking for some folks that's hungry. Matter of fact, Les Brown used to say, you got to be hungry.
Yes.
You got looking for people with high integrity. Who says what they're going to do and then do what they say they're going to do. Oh, I don't trust. I don't trust people that say, I ain't going to say what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do it. They never do anything. Because if they was going to do something, they wouldn't have said that. You realize when you say you ain't going to say nothing, you said something, yes? Who has personal power? If they decide they want to throw a party tomorrow, it'd be Pat. When you're in groups and it's time to make decisions, everybody look at Big Mama. She say first. Big auntie. You got aunties, but then you got big auntie, right? Well, at least you got somebody that think they big auntie. But we still ain't gonna try to do it without her saying what she say.
That's right.
And who's positive? Guys, you got, in order to have success in this business, you got to change your blood type to be positive. And
I like that.
And you'll attract people to you who are also positive.
Yes.
It's always funny to me when people say, everybody around me are so negative. My question is always the same. Well, who do they all have in common?
Yep. Who's the common denominator?
If everybody around you is negative, everybody within you is negative. Because your outsides reflect your inside. And everywhere you go, there you are.
Yeah. Bars.
Y'all understand most of the complaints you have about people, all I hear is what your insecurities are.
Yes.
Because why those things bothered you so much. They keep calling it a pyramid. That's because you still think it's a pyramid. And none of you know a pyramid if y'all was standing in Egypt. If you hated pyramids, you quit your job.
Absolutely. That part.
You can't even bring nobody into that one.
Right.
And the people at the top are absolutely going to run off with the money one day. And then you're going to be looking for another pyramid. This is making sense.
Yes.
Yep.
They say they ain't got no money. Well, that's probably because you might have struggled to get the money up. So you feel like everybody's in your boat. You'd be surprised at how many people got less money than you that will go and pawn something to be a part of this because they got more ambition than you. This is making sense.
Yes.
Yep.
Am I doing good so far?
You're doing great.
Now, the other list that I was telling you guys about, shrink this back, I can advance, is this one. This was the one that was originally on. We keep it in our private group. But like, if you look at the categories, a W-2 employee with no business, has a vehicle, has a cell phone, taxes, and takes vacations. Oh, I'm sorry, takes vacations. And his children ages 7 to 17. I said, Mr. Tolson, y'all wouldn't have recruited me.
Me either.
Right.
Me either.
Job, I have a vehicle. I do have a cell phone. I do take vacations. My baby at the time was 23. Right now. When I got started, he was older than 18. And so they would have never recruited me. And that's why we have the other sheet. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
But this is a perfect 30 for customers. So do this list as well. And now you have 60. Remember that 60 that you were supposed to invite to your home party?
Right.
This is your private business reception 60. Is that good?
Yes.
We rolling so far, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Now that you got your list, you can grow your team to as few as 12. When you get 12, this is gonna happen in your second week. So you got 3 in your first week and a customer. Your customer is trying to get their 3 memberships so that theirs can be free, because you were smart enough to keep inviting your customer to overviews so they can hear that, because hearing is a miracle. So you invite them to overview after overview. You invite them to this training so they can hear that, because hearing is a
Miracle.
And so you keep inviting people until they get their miracle. But here's the thing: now you get to 12, they give you 60 days. I just showed you how to do it in your second week.
Right.
Get that 3 with a private business reception, and make a list of 60. Invite them to their home. So one of us go into the overview. You help them get the list of 60, and you help them set up the date. We come and do the overview. Y'all like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't physically come to your city and do it. We can do it via Zoom, but you do it in their living room. They can watch the Zoom on the TV on your laptop, or watch it on your laptop, or however you got to set it up, but get them in a space together. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Do that within 60 days. I just showed you how to do it in your second week. You do that in 60 days, though, it's another $450. And you're at $20 a day. So now you're at $600 a month. And you're qualified to earn $300 plus weekly team growth bonuses. How that makes sense. Once you have 12 or more and you're a 2-star executive director, they count how many people get started in your team that week from Monday to Sunday midnight. And if it's 6 or more, you make an extra $300 bonus. If it's 12 or more, you make a $600 bonus. If it's 18 or more, you make a $900. For every multiple of 6, you make a multiple of 300. Do you like that?
Love it.
I don't believe you, because it's taking y'all too long to get to 12.
Yes.
So what don't you like about this screen, and why is it taking you so long to get there? When the strategy is simple. Y'all want to hear my simple strategy?
Yes.
Yes.
Make a list of 120 people and get everything I say after this 10% right and 90% wrong, and you'll still get your 12. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't. And my mentor, Jim Rohn, said, you make up in numbers what you lack in skill. And so when you feel like you're not good at this, just go through more numbers. I know most of you, once you get started, are 50% good, not 90% bad. But even if you only get this 10% right, or even if your friends are so raggedy and your family's so horrible that only 10% of them see the value in this and get started, or however you want to word it, 120 will get you 12. 120 properly sorted. Everybody say sort.
Sort.
You got to search out the right talent. You got to sort. We don't sell, we sort. I'll show you how in a minute. And then that's what we're going to close on, because I told you I'll agree. But you make a list. You build your database to 1,000. I actually have an Excel spreadsheet database if you need it as well. Matter of fact, it's in the private group. So whoever the liaison from your team is will come and get it. Everybody else on my personal team, you know where to find it. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, 3. You got to share with speed.
Yes.
Guys, it's painful regardless. Put that in your notes. It's painful regardless. And so I don't know about y'all. I know y'all came up with a pampered life, but you know, when I was growing up, we would get beatings.
Yeah.
We can get spankings. I don't even know what those are. My mother wasn't gonna mess up her good hands. She had a belt.
That's
My
right.
grandma didn't even want to mess up her good belt. She had a switch.
Switch.
And I had to go get it.
Made you
Yep.
And I had to go get it, which is the coolest.
That was the crazy part.
Don't come back with a small one.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
No, here's the thing. She'll send you back and say, get me 3 of these and braid them, dip them.
After she beat you with the little one.
Right. Like, now this ain't working. Go get me 2 more of these. And she'll just sit there and braid them while she telling me what she gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And was the sweetest with it.
It's gangster.
But I was going to get that correction. Now, here's the thing. Had any of them asked me, do you want all 120 lashes now? Or would you like one lash a day for the next 120 days? I'd be like, just do your worst. Just get it all over with right now.
That's good.
Is this making sense?
Yes, it is.
Stop prolonging this growth.
Yes.
Run through the numbers. Run through the numbers. Do we walk through the numbers?
No.
What do we do?
Run
Because when do you want to get paid?
now.
Last
How you
week.
gonna get right now money?
Like that, Bruce.
To it, work ethic.
Right.
How do I get right now money? How do I get today money with tomorrow's work ethic? With get to it next week work ethic? It's impossible. So everybody here is getting paid fairly, right?
Yes.
How many of you guys are seeing why you're making the money that you're making right now?
Yes.
The good, the bad, and the ugly, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you're not making is because you're not the you that can make it. But that better version of yourself that does the things that I'm talking about right now, the money will knock you over. These guys will tell you the stuff I'm about to share with you right now. I have to not talk to anybody to not sign people up. Ain't that right, Juju?
Yes.
Right, Tanisha?
Yep.
Rebecca, you've seen it, right?
Right. See?
Bruce, you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
I've had to literally not use my phone. I mean, I can't Facebook nothing. Guys, I posted my Easter suit. About 45 prospects right now. Just because I'm sharp on Easter.
And it didn't look like the eggs.
And then look not like the egg.
the
I
egg.
wore my gray suit on purpose with a brown shirt. I ain't want to show up like egg. I look like I'm the eggs in the cage-free organic section.
Farm raised.
Farm raised, right? So nobody putting no color on me. So in any event, I posted. I mean, I'll show you that stuff. You know, either tonight in overtime or at a different time. You guys let me know. But it's so easy to prospect, and I'll show you. I'll show you how easy it is. Now, here's the thing: you got to hang a billboard. I hang billboards every day. I want to make money. I hang a billboard. Now, how often do you think I want to make money?
Every day.
Every day.
So I hang a billboard every day. Now, I also post a scripture every day. I also post something funny every now and again. I also post, you see what I'm saying? I also record my thoughts when I'm doing my cardio. Not only because I like to share my thoughts while I'm on my cardio, but it inspires people to do cardio. Like I've had so many people over the years say, I see your cardio thoughts. And so I go do cardio that I can't stop doing cardio. Especially now that I almost died and I'm able to do cardio again. I'm excited about going to do my cardio. Is this making sense?
Yes.
And so I post other things, but amongst those things, at least one billboard a day promoting what I do. Now I won't go into promotion. All you really got to do is look at what I'm posting and copy and paste it like the rest of these guys do. Or go to anything that they're doing. And if you see they got a whole bunch of likes that's not in the business, post it. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I won't go into detail because I actually had to go to classes and take marketing training to even know what to post. And I don't get paid to teach that. They However, if I ever taught it, chances are you paid for it. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Right.
That's not the free training. And so, guys, here's what you got to do. I'm definitely going to teach this. Y'all want to do a little overtime with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't, I'll tell you exactly when it's 9 o'clock on the dot so you can drop off. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Because, I don't want to keep anybody past their egg processing time. So you got to develop a builder's mindset. Everybody say, I'm a builder.
I'm a builder.
I'm a builder.
Okay, so now what does it sound like if everybody says it? Everybody say, I'm a builder.
I'm a builder.
I'm a builder.
Avoid the emotional roller coaster when you're a builder. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Matter of fact, I get high. I just don't get low. And so when people are interested, I'm excited. When people say they coming, I'm excited. When they don't show up, I expected it. But what I do is, because I'm running through the numbers fast, I always got people telling me they're coming, which means I also always have people that show up.
Right.
I get myself excited by the amount of numbers I go through. That makes sense.
Yes, it does.
I'm gonna find me some excitement. Somebody gonna tell me something good about what I'm doing. And I'm gonna keep seeking it out because I'm looking for yes. And everything else is
Not yet.
Not yes.
I read and I listen to positive books and audio books. I do affirmations in the morning. I pray, prostrate in the morning. And then when I'm on my knees, I still do affirmation. Why? Because I like to speak life to myself. Is this making sense?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I read positive things. I listen to positive things most of the time. When I'm really serious about making money, I turn that mess off. And you know what that mess is. I just enjoy the mess sometimes. But when I'm really locked in on what I want, I turn that mess off. I'll be honest with you. I turn off some gospel that only talk about the sweet by and by. I play the stuff that's empowering.
Yes.
That make me want to get my blessings right now. God's got a blessing with my name on it.
Yeah.
Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
I listen to the things that empower me on a consistent basis. You get to turn your car into a rolling university. I haven't complained about traffic in 29 years. Because my mentor said, how are you complaining when you're supposed to be learning? Popped in those audio books on tape, then on CD. And now they on my phone and I just play them.
Yep.
It's not music time, unless you just need some music because you're in a mood. But most of the time, it's a perfect time to learn.
Right.
And learn something that gets you excited so you ain't falling asleep while you're driving.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't just learn for the sake of learning. People always ask, well, what books do you suggest? I'm like, well, it depends on what's wrong with you. What do we need to fix? If you don't like people, How to Win Friends and Influence People is a good book. If you're afraid of failure, Failing Forward by John Maxwell is a great book. It is officially 9 o'clock. For those of y'all that had a 9 o'clock deadline, it was good seeing you. And God bless. But Failing Forward was a really good book. If you in leadership, but you got challenges with your upper management or your lower leadership, the 360-degree laws of leadership by John Maxwell is a great book. If you have a negative aspect on money, Think and Grow Rich or Black Choice by Dennis Kimbrough. Think and Grow Rich, the original one, is a good book. There's so many good books. It's just what ails you? What ails you, child? What ails you? Does this make sense?
It is.
That's what you look up, because that's going to be the thing that's going to keep you most excited while you learn about it. That makes sense?
Yep.
Yes.
Like right now, some of my friends know my whole focus is I want to be a Christian dater one day. And so I'm literally reading a book on waiting, dating, and mating. It's a great book, but I'm excited about it because I want to see what this looks like when I do it the right way. I already see how it turns out when I don't. Enough of that. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
I read books that pertain to the areas that I want to grow in, is my point. And so, was that transparent enough?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Now, you need to use your prospect list. Guys, leaders work off lists. We ain't just haphazardly onesie and twosie in it. We making lists. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
I won't beat that one. You got to respect your relationships. These are the 4 types of relationships you have with the people on your list. It's people you look up to or people that think that you should. You guys have some of those on your list? You have your peers or people who believe they are your peers. You have some of those on your list?
Yes.
You have people that actually look up to you or respect your business opinion on you. Yes?
Yes.
Call them your riders. And then you got your hot market, people I just met. People are like, well, how do you reach out to people in your cold market? I don't. I don't have a cold market. I got a hot market. Why is it hot? Because I'm hot
Mhm.
and I'm in the market. They don't know me, and so they only get my best self all the time.
Mhm.
I am literally the CEO of Me Incorporated, and they get to meet me. I'm happy for them that they get to meet me. Because this version of myself is not even as good as the next version of myself, but he hot though. He hot. And y'all might not see this, but let me help y'all out. In the right light, I'm kind of cute. So when I put myself into the marketplace, great things happen. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yep.
And it's not even my appearance as much as it's the God in my appearance.
That's right.
Because that essence is attractive. And I know that my pastor warns us about it. He's like, I'm giving y'all this stuff. Y'all gotta look extra fine to some people. Don't mess up your blessings.
Amen.
And so here's the thing. Now we out in the marketplace, in the hot market. We can't be in the hot market acting like they familiar with us and that old self. But there are people that you look up to. Now you also need to sorting. Yeah. I stayed here. This is how I was taught. It's like sorting for apples. You reach in and you want red apples. You pick out one red. You put it in a basket. Pick out one that's green. You can we used to say this weird thing. They might ripen. They might rotten. And then we had a farmer friend say, no. Green apples stay green, bro.
Yeah.
So, me, I took that to say I'm gonna leave them in the basket. I'll be like, this, it might be a little reddish, and then another one might be red. But then when you look down your arm, there's all types of mush and gets down your arm, and then a worm just jumps in your mouth. And that's exactly how I want y'all to feel about rotten apples. Ew. What do you mean pyramid? You still saying pyramid in 2025? Ew. You don't know anybody that's ever had success doing this. Ew. You still staying stuck on a job, but criticizing everything else? Ew. Oh, so what I look weird, but you invited me to talk about flowers and water and diamonds and whatever else. No product, but give me your money.
Right.
You're gonna sue me to death. Gonna make me sue you. And so yeses, I moved them to the next step. Green apples have questions. I set up a 3-way. I offer them more information. Rotten apples, they say no. I follow up in 3 to 6 months. I told you it's 5 conversations, right? First conversation is I found it. Second conversation, when I call back in 3 months, is I started it. I just got started. What's the third conversation, Tanisha?
I did it.
That ain't
It's working.
Third. It's
Oh,
working.
it's working. It's working.
It's working. It's the third conversation when I follow up 3 months later. Because every 3 to 6 months, people go through a change window.
We just started whatever upgrade you got.
Right. Fourth conversation is we just started, blah, blah, blah. Who do you know? Because I ain't even talking to you no more. I already know you broke thinking. You was broke thinking 3, 6, and 9 months ago. We just started business funding. Who do you know that even if they're just getting started in business, no matter what their credit is, would be interested in an extra $50,000 in business funding? Because now I'm talking past you. I probably was already talking past you. I probably been on Who Do You Know after the first one. And then what's the fifth one?
I did it.
Remember when I told you I was going to fire my boss and retire my spouse? I did it. And every I did it that I told you about. And I'm asking you along the way, is it okay if I follow up with you when other great things? Does this make sense?
Yes.
And so my list is never closed. It's just which conversation are we on? That's how you stay in the game excited 29 years. So my red apples that say, yes, I invest 80% of my time here. My green apples, 20% of my time, I might answer 2 questions, maybe 3. And that third question, though, we got to do something different because that's not what I do. That leaves no time for rotten apples, guys. Professional sort, amateur sell. What's the difference between a professional and an amateur?
Sorting.
Sorting.
Nah, man. Professionals get paid.
Yeah.
One day, Tiger Woods golfed a perfect 18, made no money. Next day, he golfed an average 18, made $11 million. What was the difference? Second day, he was on the pro tour. First day, he was just out amateur golfing, practicing. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
I invest 80% of my time with people that are telling me yes because they enjoy it. Why? Because it feels good. That's why. Here's a sample script. Take a screenshot. I'm not going to go into detail. But when you're talking to people that you look up to or feel like you should, you got to ask them their opinion. Humbly be honest about what you admire about them and ask their opinion. So I called Dr. Sanchez and say, hi, Dr. Sanchez. How have you been?
Great. How are you?
Oh, if I got any better, I would not be able to stand it. What's been up on your end?
Not a lot, just busy.
Awesome. I figured it. Listen, I'm taking a look at the business and I immediately thought of you because you've been so business-minded my entire work career. You're probably one of the most business-minded people I know. You have your own practice, so I know you know all about business. Can you look at this info and give me your opinion on it? Because if you see it, I'm going to run with it.
Of course. Absolutely.
How many guys would think that's a much better approach than Dr. Sanchez? I know you be making money, but wait till you see this.
I'm good. Thanks. I'm
With
good.
my broke butt.
Mm-hmm.
Is this making sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can say, can you look at this info and let me know if anyone comes to mind who can use it? Because all I really want from Dr. Sanchez is either Dr. Sanchez gets started in the business, makes a list, and invites everybody to see what she's doing, or Dr. Sanchez gives me referrals so they can come see what I'm doing. I still want the list. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, you got people that are your green, or what we call your peers. And so I call Rhonda. I work with Rhonda. So Rhonda, how have you been?
I'm good.
Awesome. Listen, I've added another income stream recently and I immediately thought of you.
Okay.
Now, right here, if me and Rhonda talk all the time, I might throw in a hot button. You remember when we were talking about getting braces? I figured out how to get the braces for this baby. And I'm raggedy.
Yeah.
Are you interested in doing anything to make more income?
Yes.
Okay. Now, has she said anything other than yes or not yes? Do you know anyone looking to make more income?
I like that.
And if you're not comfortable with the direct approach, the third-party approach is just as fine because you don't get to talk past me. If you found a way to fix your raggedy child's raggedy mouth, my raggedy child's raggedy mouth is still raggedy, and you ask me, do I know anyone looking at, yeah, me. And I get that response more than anything when I use the third-party approach. Yes, me. But I ask questions that are so ridiculous. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Do you know anybody that would love to be funded an extra $50,000 to start their business? Yeah, I know somebody that would. Me. How does that work? Come see it. Is this making sense?
Yes.
And it's just a matter of knowing your tools, because those are the two approaches. If they say no, can you let me know? Screenshot this. I ain't gonna read it. Screenshot. You read it. Let me know if you come across anyone who is. My company is expanding. We're always looking for good people who would like to work smart instead of hard to make more money. I read it like Patricia would add it. If they refer someone to you, call a referral and say, hey, your friend Deidre said you may be looking for something to make more income. Is that the case? And if they say yes, then you just take them through the process. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
That's the other thing. You hadn't called back and asked for referrals on your list. Make a list of 120 people you may have piqued their interest, but you never asked them for a referral. Did I just open up your list again?
Yes.
Yep.
Then if they got questions, this is the #1 business tool. It's called edification and a 3-way call or the 3-way text. when you edify somebody, that's the honest building up of a third party. Because between you and your prospect, see, this only works in your warm market, because between you and your prospect, there's trust. There just might not be any respect for your business opinion, because they know you as how they know you.
Mm-hmm.
You might be the accountant, but they don't know you as the business leader. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
I was a teacher to most of my friends and family, not necessarily a business leader. Matter of fact, when I first got in the industry, I was a broke bill collector to most of my friends and family. I was a broke bill collector. All day long, I'm calling people, reminding them to pay their bills. I get home at night, there's 5 messages on my answering machine with the exact same reminder. I mean, you know you broke when you start critiquing their script. I mean, you heard it enough.
You haven't had to say that in a long time, sir.
It's true.
It's working.
That's true. Still true though, right?
That's right.
Now, here's the other part. Leaders, edification is meant to be passed, not caught. And so when you edify me, for instance, I turn right back around and edify you.
You do.
To return the respect to you. And in doing that, now your prospect gives me more of that trust, because I agree with them about what we like about you. Does this make sense?
Yes.
And so now that's why this is a triangle that works. As you build so the better you are at building respect for whoever you're edifying, the more money you can make, because you're building respect, and that's going to come back to you as respect. You already have inherent trust, and so when we get the opportunity to edify you back, we get that trust. And now that prospect can hear it in a way that they wouldn't have heard it before.
Right.
So when they ask questions, I never try to be the expert. Actually, what I do is I say, hey, that's a great question. Ask Ms. Odom the exact same thing, the exact same way. They ain't gonna do it. They knew that was a stupid question when they asked it. But I always say, that's a great question, Bruce. Please ask Ms. Odom that exact same question, the exact same way. Go ahead and screenshot it. That's a great question. What I'm gonna do is put you on the phone with Ms. Odom. She's an expert, and she's helping me every step of the way. I couldn't put you on the phone with a better person. I want you to ask her the exact same question, the exact same way. So they can see how stupid that question is. Because people will ask you some bad questions.
Yeah.
Like, who's the CEO of the company? It's how I answer that. Matter of fact, let me help y'all out with that. I'm gonna give y'all the first one, and then I'm gonna let you ask some other ones if you've heard some while you were building. They'll ask me, do you know the CEO? Now I usually say, yes, that's a great question. Let me ask you the question. Let me ask you a question. Do you know the CEO of the company you work for? What do you think most of them say?
No.
Never seen them.
Then why are you asking me? Now, I'm that friend that asked that. If you don't like that with your friends, don't try to be me. But I know Patricia gonna ask. Then why are you asking?
You know it.
we kindred there. We don't allow for no foolishness.
Done it.
What's other questions that y'all? What's other questions that y'all been asked?
How much money
are you making?
Well, that's a great question. Let me ask you a question. Why do you ask?
Because I want to know.
Because I want to know.
Oh, in that case, mind your business.
Mercy.
See, y'all thought I was bad.
Because, bottom line is, me telling you how much I make is not going to put a diamond out in your pocket. And if you don't do what I did, you won't earn what I earned. And so it would be like a false claim. But in case you need to know, $250,000. Now, how much here's my favorite though. Ask me.
I was scared to say I would have had another snappy come back on that.
No, ask me again. How much
money have you made in the company?
That's a great question. How much do I need to have made for you to take a look at?
Oh, that's good.
Because I don't suffer fools. I just don't. It's a terrible question.
Mm.
I don't say the rest of that, but I asked him how much do I need to make for you to take a look at it? Because I'll go make that and come back. You gotta have fun with this.
Yeah.
But see, I'm the one that's gonna be in this business 10 years from now, not them. So they're not gonna stress me out of the business. I'm gonna stress them off of my phone.
Right.
I like that.
And I'm gonna do it as polite as my grandma was when she took out when she made me go get the switch. She was never mean about it. She's just like, you know what to do. I'm like, yes, ma'am.
Wow.
What's another one?
Are you a certified insurance broker?
Oh, no, I don't have to be. As a matter of fact, I don't even have to be an expert. I refer people to the experts. And do you know they actually pay me for doing that?
How do they do it? How do they do it?
Oh, they usually send it through e-wallet. It's all funds.
Well, I just ask because that's what people ask you. What do the experts do?
Oh, that's why you need to get on the Zoom. Because I'm not the expert. Somebody's gonna explain that to you for me. Somebody say, why can't you tell me?
Why can't you tell me?
Because that's not how we do business. Guys, repeat after me. Because that's not how we do business. And I say it just like that, because that's not how we do business. You don't get to tell me how to do my business. I tell you how I do my business.
Yeah. That's a freaking question. Can I just talk to you on the side? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. I don't want to mess this up for you. They're like, Sean, you made $250,000. How you gonna mess it up for me? Because you don't really want to hear from me. You just want it out. So I want to put you on the phone with somebody you're not gonna ask bad questions to, so that you have the best shot, because you need this. This is how I talk to my friends. The ones I know that need it. I called you because you need this. And I'll have $150. That's exactly why I called you. I'm tired of you talking about not having $150. Ain't you tired of that? Yeah, I'm tired of that. That's how I talk to my friends. Don't talk to your friends like that if y'all don't talk to y'all friends like that. Me and my friends we don't play with each other like that. We love each other a lot, so we don't play with each other. We don't let each other say foolish things to each other. And we don't have arguments. We have circular conversations. We're gonna debate this thing till somebody gets some understanding, but we don't play them games. What else is something you might hear in the field? I want you to get it out, because I want you to see how simple it is to handle it.
Don't you feel bad asking people to pay $150? Like, I don't feel comfortable with asking people to pay $150 for that.
When did I ask you to pay it?
I'm just saying, it says $150. Like when I was
it said it. Did I say it?
No, the meeting, it said that people have to pay $150 a month, and I'm not comfortable with people paying that.
Oh, so you shouldn't do it. It's okay.
How about, well, what do I do? I'm just not comfortable asking people to do stuff.
Oh, then don't. Stay comfortable doing what you're doing. I'm okay. Jaletta, I'm okay with you staying where you are. I'm just not going to stay where we are. Is that okay for me not to stay here?
Yes.
Because I'm tired of having $150 conversations with people when I'm grown.
Right.
I've been saying I'm grown for 40 years, and I'm having a $150 conversation right now. I'm not comfortable having $150 conversation. And I appreciate you telling me this, so that when it's $10,000 for $1 million, I don't call you. So I appreciate your honesty.
You know, the crazy part is the person who asked me that question sells insurance.
Again, like, I think you guys have figured out I'm a Christian. One of the things that we talk about is healing people's church hurt.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people have business hurt, and a lot of people have broke hurt. But we're not in the business of healing that.
Right.
The only way we can heal it is by modeling different behavior.
Right.
And so my friends have seen that and you know, here's the 3 F's we used to teach: feel, felt, found. I still teach it. Tanisha, I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but I found that most people that are fixing their finances spend a lot more than $150. I know somebody that's $400 a month just to fix their credit, only for that stuff to pop back up when it's time to buy the house. But they just got it erased for $400 a month. And so 150 for all that stuff they just showed that I don't have to do, I would have gave them a lot more than that had they asked for it. But they only asked for 150. That's how I handle that. But if that's not enough for them, hey, just don't do it. I'm cool with that. What's another thing you might hear? Is this good?
Yeah.
I got. If y'all ain't got more than that, y'all ain't recruiting enough. What else y'all got?
So you got to get 3 people in the business to get the money started.
No, you can actually invest $3,000, get $50,000 and wait for precious metal. Or you can invest the 150, the 149 and start getting more, keeping more of your money in house. You don't have to share with anybody, but if you do share with people, you can actually get your 3, you get your membership for free, and then more than 3 and some business partners, and it really gets crazy. It can be up to $15,000 a day, but you don't have to share with anybody. What else you got? That's a great one. What else you got? I mean, it might not be the stuff that you heard. It might be the stuff that you feel. Ask. Get it out. This is training, by the way. Again, I'm not on TV. I'm talking to y'all.
But this is the one thing I've heard, because it was through an email. They said, I looked at the video, the presentations, yada, 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 but right now I got so much stuff going on that I really don't see myself getting into this right now.
Excellent. Timing is everything. Can I follow up with you in 3 months?
I didn't even respond. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I didn't even respond.
That's because you're not a business owner yet. But if you're a business owner, you're going to say, excellent. Can I follow up with you in 3 months?
Well, I was trying to make sure I got the right, you don't want to.
I know, but now I dubbed you business owner and you got the word.
I got you. I got you.
Just excellent. Can I follow up with you down the line? You don't even have to say in 3 months. Can I follow up? But in my mind, I know I'm following up in 3 months. But excellent. Can I follow up with you at a later date? And then a lot of times they'll even tell you, yeah, let me get out of tax season first. Is what my tax folks say. Let me get out of tax season first. I can't do nothing right now, bro. Excellent. When does that end for you? Is what I ask them. And then I go on my calendar and I put in on my calendar, call them on the day after it's ending for. And if they got new excuses, I'm like, hey, you told me on such and such that let you get out of tax season. Well, let me get a week off because I need a vacation. Are you taking a vacation from everything or talking to me? Because I don't want to waste my time, just like I don't want to waste yours. Guys, put this in your notes. Be comfortable taking it back. See, the biggest problem people have in this business is we go around and we begging so much, our hands look like cups. We out here looking for the goose that laid the golden egg. Put this in your notes. Matter of fact, repeat after me out loud. I am the goose.
I am
the goose.
They're supposed to be looking for you. You're the goose laying the golden eggs here. These same people on your list did not call you and offer you an opportunity over the last 6 months. Last 12 months. Your whole life. Ain't offered you not now. For those of y'all ain't in country, they have never offered you any. They have never offered you any. And so feel comfortable taking it back and keeping your peace. Full line now. It's a bar too, but take it back and keep your peace. Because, after I answer 2 questions, I'm starting to evaluate whether I want you in my business.
Right.
Then I got to deal with you daily in these dumb questions.
Really?
Whoever said ain't no such thing as a stupid question was a stupid person.
Right.
We just didn't know how to identify stupid questions when they popped up. I hear stupid questions all the time, but these are good ones that you're asking. I'm just showing you how to handle them. What's another good one?
Here's one recently. I was excited about this. That's why I joined, but then I invited people and they saw it and they told me that this was a pyramid and now I don't think I can do this.
Are these people wealthy?
No. They do the same thing I do.
I thought you was the one that's trying to break out of being where you are. So you're going to let them pull you back. Let me ask you a question, Jude. What did they offer you as an alternative to this?
Nothing.
That's a good one.
So you let them talk you back to nothing.
Mm.
Okay, you be blessed, Jude. I ain't got nothing for that. You be blessed. See, I give them enough, and then I'll be like, all right, well, I understand it. I don't understand it, but I understand you're going to stay broke, Jude. That's what's up. But you can't get wealthy with that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good. And I was excited when she quit, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was just gonna be, I mean, if it wasn't the first set, it was gonna be the next set. See, if you could think about anything that will knock you out of the box, you might as well quit now because it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
My mentor, Dr. Golden, says anytime you set intention, there will be disruption. And it's for two reasons, guys. Whenever you set out to hit a worthy goal, two things must happen. Your creator must prepare you.
Mm-hmm.
And the enemy must destroy you. And depending on your mindset, they feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
Was that good?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, that's the end of y'all training. I'm only doing 90 minutes.
That was good.
Thank you so much.
I feel like that's a good point. I'll do the next 3 next week. I'll breeze through these and you know, we got a recording so people can watch the recording. I'll make sure that you guys have the recording.
Thank you.
That'd be great.
Thank you.
We'll breeze
Thank
through
you
these
so much.
and then we'll actually dive into the last 3 next week. And that way you can feel like we're completing the series.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Yes, fair enough.
All right, so I'm gonna pause I'm gonna stop the recording, but we do this every Sunday at 7 with an overview. Here's what I suggest you do. Throughout the week, we're doing overviews. I decided I'm gonna do Monday through Wednesday and Friday at 7. Monday through Wednesday and Friday at 7. Thursday, I'm doing the noon lunch and learn, and I'm doing the 10 p.m., which is Eastern, which is 7 p.m. on the West Coast. That's my next 5 days. Next Saturday, I'm going to be in Atlanta. Killing it. If you can make it to Atlanta, I'm telling you, I know what's going to happen in Atlanta. You should come. I'm telling you. I know, but I had to Okay, that's fine. Only people I'm rocking with is if you're a Seventh-day Adventist, it's on a Saturday.
Thank you.
If you respect the Sabbath, it's on a Saturday. I'll figure out something we can do on a Sunday together so we can capture a weekend together. But outside
Thank you for that.
No worries. No worries. Outside of that, you ain't got no excuses. You was doing other stuff on Saturday anyway. Come on. Just come on. And so here's the thing. Scan that QR code in the lower right corner. And that scan will get you the same link that you already had in the chat. I just wanted to show y'all I'm dope like that with QR codes and stuff like that. And was this training enjoyable for you guys?
It was very
Yes, it was very good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys got what you needed, and I look forward to blessing and being a blessing, and I look forward to celebrating what you guys are able to do over the next 7 days.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you. Have a
And
good
thank
night.
you for making an accommodation for those of us who are Seventh-day Adventists
Of course.
and keep the Sabbath.
Of course.
Thank you.
Always will. We'll figure it out, right?
Thank you, Dr. Hill. I'm gonna get you the